mute your mic. All right, this is the morning we would be beginning landlord-tenant matters here in a bit, but we've got an unscheduled matter. Mr. Justin Michael Aiken is here. File number 222036 alleges no insurance under the insurance code. File 222037 ST alleges driving suspended first offense and improper plate. Those are alleged to have occurred on October 18th of last year. Also, the case is file 2240 SM, alleges no insurance and driving suspended on January 1st of 2023. Mr. Aiken is here. This matter was set for jury trial on Wednesday, May 24th. Deborah Davis is here with us from the prosecuting attorney's office. She had been managing these cases, but she was obligated to try another case in the circuit court on Wednesday, very important case. And Casey Johnson was assigned then to handle this case, and he was here Wednesday, ready to proceed. We had prepared the jury instructions. We had 30 jurors here, and we were prepared to go to jury trial on the October 18th case. In your case, you had steadfastly maintained your, I'm not sure, lack of responsibility. I won't say innocence, but and expressly indicated you did not want to have an attorney to represent you, and you also steadfastly remained in your request for a jury trial. And we were here. We had 30 jurors who all took the day off, and we were prepared, and you didn't show up.
Wow. The judge wastes no time laying out the charges and the chaos caused by this defendant. 30 jurors showed up, instructions were ready, and everyone cleared their schedules, only for him not to appear. This isn't just disrespectful to the court. It's disrespectful to every citizen who sacrificed their time.
Well, Your Honor, I'd like to apologize to you and everybody that was here for the trial. And I got scared that day, and I apologize to everybody for not being here. And if we could work, some kind of financial plan, something of that sort, or whatever you feel necessary needs to be done, I'll get done. I'll take responsibility.
Mr. Aiken, have you paid your ticket in cold water?
I'm actually been trying to work on that.
Okay, so once that's done, you'll be able to get your license from the Secretary of State again?
Yes.
Okay.
And I plan on getting insurance.
You can hear the fear in his voice. He admits he got scared and ran from responsibility. Honestly, that moment of vulnerability almost feels human. But fear isn't an excuse when you've dragged the entire justice system and dozens of people through the mud.
You're charged with two separate incidents, one in October of 22 and one in January of 23. Driving suspended and having no insurance. No insurance is punishable by up to a year in jail. It carries a minimum fine of $200, a maximum fine of $500. It requires you to be fingerprinted, and it doesn't have a restriction. The driving suspended charge requires that your license be suspended. It carries 2 points, fine of up to $500 and up to 93 days in jail. The prosecutor is agreeing to dismiss all of that, plus the plate violation, for 2 pleas to allowing another to violate the motor vehicle code. Allowing another to violate the motor vehicle code is sort of a legal fiction. The other that it is allowing to violate the code is yourself. But it carries no points. It doesn't get abstracted to your driver's license and won't affect your ability to keep or maintain your license. Ms. Davis had made that offer at least twice before, and you declined it. Are you willing to accept that at this point?
I'm willing to accept that, Your Honor.
All right, did anybody promise you anything to get you to plead to this?
This is wild. The prosecutor basically bent over backwards to give him a sweetheart deal. Instead of jail time, points on his license, and hundreds in fines, he just has to plead guilty to this weird legal fiction. Allowing another to violate the motor vehicle code. That's the system's way of saying, you messed up, but we're giving you an out. And he had already rejected this offer before.
All right, were you driving a car in Constantine on October 18th of 2022?
I was driving.
Traveling. Well, did you not have insurance on the vehicle at that time?
I did not. I just purchased that vehicle within a week during that time.
It was a truck.
Yeah, it was a truck.
All right. I'm going to order a $75 crime victims' rights fee, $50 state minimum fee, $125.
There it is. He admits he was driving without insurance. No excuses left. At this point, the judge has everything he needs. Responsibility acknowledged, fine set, and the record clear.
I also find that you're in contempt of court for failing to appear for your jury trial on Wednesday. You have some misinformed, misguided notion that the laws of the state of Michigan don't apply to you. People refer to this as sovereign citizen, but that isn't what it is. There's no sovereign in it. I call it willingly misinformed defendants. There's no sovereign about it. And you wasted a whole bunch of our time, the prosecutor's time, filed a bunch of documents that didn't mean anything. You were always respectful, but she made this very generous plea offer several times, but you wanted to represent yourself. You wanted to have a jury trial. The irony of this is that you demanded your rights as a citizen in the state of Michigan to be presumed to be innocent, to have an attorney appointed, and to have a jury of your peers. If you got a jury summons, you wouldn't have shown up. You would have said, I'm a sovereign and you can't dictate what I have to do as a citizen of the state of Michigan, but you're okay if you drag in 30 other people who took the day off work, who were nervous the night before. They came in here and sat around here for 45 minutes waiting for you to show up, and you wouldn't have shown up if you had been a juror. It cost the county $565 in jury fees, and it cost the jurors probably thousands of dollars to come in here for your foolish.
And here's the explosion. The judge absolutely unloads on him. This is the heart of the case. Sovereign citizen nonsense. The irony couldn't be sharper. He demanded all the rights of a citizen, like a jury trial and presumption of innocence, while simultaneously claiming the state had no authority over him. That hypocrisy cost taxpayers hundreds and wasted countless hours. And the judge isn't letting that slide.
And to all those private citizens that came in here because of your whimsical, and I don't even know if they were sincere beliefs. Whoever sold you on this foolishness is cynical. They don't even believe it. I don't know whether you believe it or you're just like messing with the system. But when you involve 30 or 35 of your common citizens who get dragged into this, it's no longer polite or respectful. And you could have had a trial. They would have been here. It would have taken Mr. Johnson about a half an hour to put in the proofs. I also understand, Deborah, he may have 4 or 5 warrants out of Elkhart County, Indiana, and a non-support warrant. So I believe he's also wanted in Indiana. And we'll explore that. For the contempt, I order 30 days, credit 0, concurrent with the 10 days I gave you on the other case. and the cost of the juror to the county.
If things weren't bad enough, the judge reveals multiple pending warrants from Indiana, including non-support and protective order violations. This isn't just a case of traffic tickets gone wrong. It's a pattern of running from accountability. The 30-day contempt sentence feels almost lenient when you see the bigger picture.
You got a sweet deal from Miss Davis. My advice to you is you get a driver's license like everybody else, like all those jurors that came in here to hear your case, and you stop driving. Now, did somebody bring you here today?
Yeah.
You got 10 days on the driving charge. You weren't traveling, you were driving. You got 30 days for poking me in the eye with a sharp stick by not showing up for a jury. And you've got pending warrants from the state of Indiana and possibly others from Michigan. You're going to be in jail for a while.
This closer is brutal but deserved. You weren't traveling, you were driving. That one line destroys the sovereign citizen excuse in a single sentence. 10 days for the driving charge, 30 for contempt, and a clear warning. You can't play games with the law forever. The judge is firm, sarcastic, but also fair. Honestly, this is justice served, not just for the court, but for every juror who wasted their time on his nonsense.